Hello everybody, it is Mr. John, and tonight's the night. I've waited 8 years for this goddamn film to be made, and Scott Coffin, the man himself, and all of the people that worked with him during the making of this film at Blumhouse, they have finally done it. It's out on the big screen right now, and in a few minutes, I'm going to be watching this film. After I've done watching the movie, I'm going to be making a video, a non-spoiler video, by the way, where I'm going to be talking about the movie and my opinion on the movie, how I felt about the movie, if it was good, if it was bad, so on and so on, without, like, you know, obviously telling you guys too much, so, because, you know, it's a non-spoiler video, like, fucking hell. So yeah, take care, and remember, together, we are Freddy. Yo, dude, what the fuck? Why are my lights off? Hoi, hoi, hoi. Okay, I just got back from seeing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie at my cinema, and I will say it's not what I expected, like, at all. However, I still liked it. The thing is, I was expecting something different, right? I had this, like, whole image in my mind of what the movie was gonna be, but, like, you know, the trailers that came out for this film, you know, like, to advertise the movie, got what was advertised, and you know what? I'm satisfied. Like, there were certain parts of the film, without spoiling, obviously, there were certain parts of the film where I was like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Like, it was like, what's going on? But then at the same time, though, I guess that's, like, kind of a good thing. I don't know. It's hard for me to put into words without actually spoiling the movie. But all I'm gonna say is the movie was great. I mean, I loved it. It's just I was thrown off because it wasn't what I was expecting, and there was a lot of scenes that just, well, caught me off guard. But, like, you know, it was great. And in the end credits, there's a certain, like, they do something in the end credits. I'm not gonna say what they do, but all I'm gonna say is, if you're a real FNAF fan that's been here since, you know, like, 2014, like, when shortly after the first game came out, then you guys probably most likely gonna really like what they do. And, you know, I will say Blumhouse, like, there were parts where I had my doubts, where I thought, maybe this movie isn't gonna be as good as I'm hoping it to be. But you know what? Blumhouse blew all of that out of the water. They did a really good job. Like, in the trailer, like, I discussed this with a few of my mates. There were, like, certain parts in the trailer where we were like, oh, are those people wearing costumes? Oh, it doesn't look too good. But then, when watching the actual film, it didn't look like that at all, actually. You know, the animatronics, like, basically looked good. In fact, they didn't look good. They looked great, actually. I know a lot of people in the fan base said they didn't like, you know, the stuff with the orange, red eyes and whatnot, and they said it should have been, like, you know, the black eyes with white dots. But, like, I don't see it as a big deal at all, actually. In fact, I kind of, now that I've watched the film, I kind of like that they did what they did, because it goes well with what the movie is. Like, I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna, like, explain why, because, like I said, I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can, but it just, I think it works well with the film, you know? But like I said, there were certain parts where I wasn't too sure at first. I was kind of like, I don't know about this. But, like, then once I was getting into it and I started to adjust to it more, I was kind of keen on it. Like, I was kind of like, you know what, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. You know, I'm kind of vibing with this. There were plenty of parts of the film where I was like, you know, I was like really getting into it. Like, there were a few scenes where I was like, oh yeah, and, like, it was just, I don't know, it was cool. But anyways, I don't really know what else to say other than I think the movie was really, really good. Like, great, actually. I'm hoping Blumhouse makes a sequel that takes place during the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Like, I'm hoping to see that next. Please make that happen. I would love to see, like, more. But, man, like, you know what an experience it was. I waited 8 years for this film, man, and seeing it in the big screen is, like, surreal. Just finally seeing it on the big screen, it's like, it's mind-blowing. And I'm just glad that we finally got to see this movie, man. Like, honestly, I'd say the nearly 9 years I've waited for this film was worth the wait. So if you're a FNAF fan, even if you're not a FNAF fan and you just want to watch, like a horror film for fun, I do recommend the movie. Like some of you might love it, some of you might not like it, but personally for me, I really like the film. And I hope to see more, honestly. I really hope to see more. But yeah, good night, everyone, and I honestly do recommend the film. So if you're literally doing nothing right now and, you want to go watch a movie at the cinema, book Find It to Freddy's. I highly recommend you watch the film. Anyways, that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.